Look at Khan's face here. He's having way too much fun at this stage with Kell Brook. He is living in his head rent-free like a squatter. And if you see Kell Brook's face a few moments later, he's looking stressed, bruv. Look at Kell Brook here. Look how stressed out he is in the eyes. Look at the frown lines here. Kell Brook is stressed out. Why so serious, Kell? Chill out, bro. It's not even fight night yet. So, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this. Gloves are off on Sunday, apparently. Hopefully they upload it on YouTube. I think that Amir Khan is definitely the more relaxed of the two going into this fight, or at least he seems the more relaxed of the two going into the fight. Kell Brook seems a lot more emotional. Khan has been winding him up for years. Is Khan actually sowing the seeds of his own destruction? Or does he actually rather have Kell Brook wrapped around his little finger psychologically? Is Kell Brook walking into an obvious trap? We can all see what Amir Khan's trying to do. We can all see that he's trying to wind Kell up so that he fights tight and he fights anxious and he's so full of anger, but he makes loads of mistakes in the ring. We can all see it. It's not difficult, right? Surely Kell Brook knows this. Surely he can see it too. But maybe the feelings are so strong because there was a time when Amir Khan tried to publicly, or really did, publicly humiliate Kell Brook, exposing certain aspects of Kell Brook's personal life. And he came out publicly with it. There'd always been rumors and voice notes, and I've got private messages from people that are from Sheffield saying certain things about, confirming certain things about Kell Brook. But Amir Khan, who is obviously a public figure, and Kell Brook's main rival for all these years, he came out and exposed it publicly. You know, that surely will be burning inside Kell Brook at this point, that he'll want to get Khan for doing that to him. Maybe that's why, or maybe that's part of the reason why Kell Brook at the moment can't seem to control that pent-up rage that he has inside him for Amir Khan. But he's going to need to control it. Yeah? And look, there's nothing wrong with having rage. There's nothing wrong with having needle. It can get you to train harder. It can get you to focus more if you control it. But if you allow the rage to get the better of you and you come in there tense and you're going for all his feints and you just, the red mist descends, you're like a bull in a china shop, that could play into Amir Khan's hands, particularly early on in the fight, because Khan starts fast generally and he can hurt people and drop people early. Kell Brook is known to be a relatively fast starter as well, but not as fast as Khan. So let's see what happens. I'm intrigued by this fight. I know for all this time since the fight got announced, especially early on, so many naysayers. I don't care about this fight. Oh, it's past its sell by. Oh, they're both washed up. Come on, stop it. The longer or the more time that elapses since the fight was rumored and then eventually announced, the more people are jumping on board. People can't wait for this fight. Stop fronting. I know there was, again, a lot of people fronted at the beginning. Oh, yeah, okay, I might watch it, but I'm not paying for it. No. You'll watch it, and if you can't get a good stream, you'll pay for it too. Stop fronting. Stop fronting. You like this fight. I like this fight. Yeah? It's nothing to be ashamed of. Just because they're over the hill doesn't mean it can't be an entertaining scrap between them. I'm sure it will be. Admit that you like the fight. Admit you're excited for it. Nothing to be ashamed of. This is not some, weird sexual fetish that you might have. This is just a boxing match. Yeah? So don't feel ashamed. Just admit that you like this fight and you're really looking forward to it and can't wait to see what happens. We're all in the same boat here, folks. You don't have to have a fight between two guys in their primes to, generate something exciting. Not just in terms of build-up, but even in the ring. So, anyway, can't wait to see the full version of this. Gloves are off. And even more excited for the fight itself. And as I expected since the first press conference, Amir Khan is just ratcheting up the mind games with Kell Brook. So to wind him up and wind him up more and more and more the closer we get to the fight. And he'll probably keep on doing it right up until the weigh-in. Maybe even on the night of the fight. Maybe he won't, he'll insist on coming out second. I'm not sure exactly. I have to assume Khan will probably be coming out second, but, maybe Khan will make him wait extra long in the ring and try all kinds of mind games. But at the same time, right, here's another question. Sometimes guys play mind games because it's fun. They want to wind the opponent up. They think it's easy to wind them up. And then they'll have a fun time punishing them for all the mistakes because they're too angry in the ring. But other times, guys are looking for a psychological advantage. They're going out of their way to look for a psychological advantage because they themselves are not that confident. They themselves feel like they need something extra. Yeah? They need a little bit more of an advantage because this guy's dangerous, because this guy can punch, because they've always thought he had ability. And, Khan has avoided Kell Brook for many years. Not that he wasn't fighting better fighters than Brook, because he obviously was, but there's bragging rights in the UK, and that obviously means something to Khan. So I'm sure some people say, oh, he was never worried about losing the bragging rights, being the best welterweight in the UK. It was just a case of him winding Kell Brook up the whole time and enjoying it. I don't know. Whatever the case may be. Again, this is all part of what makes the fight exciting, is the debate, right? Why did Khan not fight Brook for all these years? What was he really doing there? Claiming that Kell Brook didn't want to fight and all this kind of stuff when Kell Brook clearly did. Leading him on all the time and then knocking him back at the last second. So, all the debate back and forth just helps build the fight and make it more exciting. And I can't wait for when these two guys step in the ring. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below.